Alright guys, so I have a new reel here I'm going to be testing out and reviewing. This is the Okuma High Performance Trio 40S. Now this is a lightweight reel, here it is. It's only about 10 ounces and this is the 40 size speed, and it's a high speed reel. It has a 6:1 gear ratio, so when you're spinning and you're using like a spinnerbait or whatever, it'll come back in pretty fast and it's not going to, you're not going to have to be moving so fast. This actually has a 34 inch retrieval per spin. So that's pretty high. I have other reels here. This is what I replaced on my rod there, pole there. I had this Pinnacle Tri-Power, 3 ball bearings in here. Good reel, but it was starting to make some noise, kind of bugging me. It was about 20 bucks and it is a good reel for the price. But it was starting to bug me because it was starting to make some noise, and I think the bearings are kind of getting shot in it. Still works, but I wanted to get something that's smoother because when I would hook a fish on this, it just didn't feel good. So I went ahead and got this. Now it is about 60 bucks. It's not super cheap, but also it's not super expensive. This same brand makes reels that are well over $100, $200, $300. So it's one of their lower cost reels, but it's still, a good brand. 60 bucks. It had amazing reviews, like something around 300 plus reviews, 4.75 stars, like almost perfect. So I added some line to it, put a 12-pound mono on the bottom to fill up the reel, and then I'm also testing out this product. I've never used Braided Line before. People talk about it, say how amazing it is. I've never had a problem with mono, but I figured I should at least test it. So I got this Spiderwire Ultracast 15-pound braid, and I put that on the top of the reel. I put about 100 yards or so of mono on the bottom, and then I put 50 yards or so of braid on top. So I got my reel all set up, and like I said, it retrieves at about 34 inches per spin, which is nice. I've actually been using my Abu Garcia bait caster. Great reel as well. I really enjoy using this. The only thing is with this, I've been using this rattle trap on it. Even with this rattle trap, I'm spinning pretty quick because you got to keep this thing moving in the water, and I feel like I'm spinning really quick. This thing retrieves at 28 inches per spin. So on my spin cast here, I get 34 inches, so I'm getting 6 more inches per spin. So we'll see if that just feels better to me. This rod and reel are great. I really do like this reel as well, and I can't say anything bad about it. It's set up how it's set up, and there's different speeds of every reel, so I really like this one. But what I just was saying is I wanted to try high speed, so we're going to be testing out this higher speed one, take it out and go fishing and see if I catch anything. And I'll also be giving my input. Hopefully I catch a fish, because the braided line doesn't stretch like monoline does. It's supposed to be a little bit more, give you a little bit more feel of what's going on. So I'll go ahead and test that out, and hopefully I catch a fish so I can give a little bit of good feedback or bad feedback, whatever it may be, depending on, just the feel of it, how it, hooks the fish and so on. So let's go ahead outside. Again, it's the Okuma Trio 40S. Nice spin reel. When I put the line on, felt really great, the spinning action of it. But let's go outside and actually give it a few hours of actual real world use. And if I catch a fish, I'll show it on camera here pretty soon, and then I'll do a little review at the end, just talking about how I like the reel compared to the other reels I've used, and how I like this braided line. So let's go out and get fishing. Let's have some fun. That was nice. I saw you just catch one. I was like, damn it. Yeah. Alright guys, I just got back from fishing. As you see, I just caught one fish there. Stayed out for about 40 minutes. I only got one fish. I got a couple more bites. This lure did okay today. That's what I was using. And it's actually a guy using worms. I find those Senko worms. He was using power bait worms, very similar. Caught a couple right next to me. So the fish were biting. Happy I got at least one. And about this reel, super smooth. I'm very happy with it. The braided line, quick talk about that because I'm using it again. It's the Spiderwire Ultracast and VisiBraid. I did notice that I did feel it maybe a little more. I don't really know if it was a huge difference. I've only caught one fish on it so far. I did feel the strike though, and the hook set very nice and simple. So it did work. Casted far. This is a pretty light lure, and it was casting pretty darn far. I don't know if it casts farther than mono really, because I haven't used this lure too much on mono. But it casted great, felt great, and you know the fish came in real easy. So the braided line, is it worth it? I really can't say yet. Did it work good? Yes. Do I like it? Yes. But is it really that much of a difference? I can't really say yet just because I haven't used it enough. But it worked great. And the reel itself worked amazingly. The drag was set a little low. It was real simple for me to reach up and twist it while I had the fish on. And it was just super, super smooth, completely quiet. I believe this has around 9 ball bearings in it. My other reel had 3. I believe it's like 9 in there. Somewhere between 8 and 10, I know that. And the pole itself feels a little lighter, which is nice. And it was fun to fish with. It completely worked great. Definitely recommend it. Only got like 40 minutes of fishing on it so far. So, you know, I can't give a long term, how long does it last and all those things. But in terms of the feel, it definitely feels better than my old reel. The mechanism here that you flip open to cast your line and then close it up when you are reeling in, it feels a little smoother. When I close it, I don't need as much pressure. So like if I cast out and then I just start reeling, my other reel I sometimes had to like really push to get that thing to close. This one, it was a real nice and smooth feeling, not a big deal. I liked how it came in faster. I did have to reel, I was able to reel slower. With this lure I was trying different speeds, going fast, going slow, and it gave me more options without having to go so fast with my hand. I like the speed reels. I think from now on when I buy a reel, it'll most likely be the higher speed 6-to-1 or higher even. I think they have 7-to-1 even. But the 6-to-1 felt great. It was perfect speed for what I wanted. It's got this nice handle which is kind of foam covered, so it feels good. It's not just one of those flat metal ones. Pretty nice reel for sure. So definitely say check it out. My cat earlier was trying to get my lure when I was putting it on. Didn't want her to bite that. But definitely check it out. It's the Okuma Trio 40S. They have a few sizes of them. I think that's 30, 40, 55. Might have some other sizes as well. 40S I find to be a great size for anywhere from, you know, 8 to 20 pound line. You could even put heavier on if you want, but if you're going to go heavier you might as well get a bigger reel. 8 to 20 pound line, perfect on here, and really great thing. So just wanted to show that new reel and give you a little review on it. Have any questions, let me know. Happy fishing. We'll see y'all later.